We're here for our weekly men's basketball press conference with head coach John Cooper. Coach, tough week last week. What are some of the lessons you've imparted on the team as they move on to this final week of the regular season?
Well, I mean, I think you grow from everything, but, you look back at the last game, I mean, it's hard if you don't make shots. At the end of the day, you've got to be able to, obviously we didn't shoot the ball from three very well, but we had too many opportunities around the rim that we didn't finish either. And so, and then, of course, we didn't shoot the ball well from the free throw line. So when you put those two things or those three things together, that makes it extremely hard. But you've got to be able to give your defense a reprieve. At times. I mean, BG is at 70 points, so you're fine right there with the amount of points that you're giving up. It's a matter of being able to score and cut down on the scoring droughts. And so you got to continue to, pound at the rock and continue to do the things you're doing and knock down some shots and get better and create some energy.
Before looking at the opponents this week, obviously a seed is secure, so there isn't much that you can gain from the from a tournament standing standpoint. But what will you be looking to accomplish in these last two regular season games?
Oh, I mean, I think you're always trying to get better. These experiences are always good for any team, but particularly for this group and the inexperienced. Anything we experience that's new is good. And so, we've got two tough games against the two teams that are sitting atop the league. And so we've got to be able to go and play on the road and get better. I mean, we haven't been able to figure that out on the road. This year we've certainly been in games and had some opportunities, but haven't been able to close them out. So we'll need to come out and play well at Akron as well as Ohio. I mean, you go back to the Ohio game, we're right there, and then, of course, they stretch, they continue to score, and then we go through the scoring drought. I think we cut the lead to 3, and then they stretch it from there. I think it was 44-41, and then they go on a run. And so the one thing is that you've got to continually be able to have good defensive possessions, and in the midst of that, you've got to be able to put pressure on the opposing team's defense by whether that's making shots or whether that's getting to the foul line and getting fouled. And so those are areas that we've still got to continue to work at.
First up this week is the trip to Akron. They've already clinched the MAC regular season title, but we gave them a great battle here back in January. What can we expect from the Zips?
Well, I mean, I think the Zips are who they are. You look at the way they play, they're going to be 4 out, 1 in for the most part. They've got shooters all over the floor, and then they've got that guy inside, and Isaiah Johnson, who plays at an unbelievable pace. And the thing that I think is not noticed enough about his game is his skill level, his ability to pass the ball, his willingness to pass the ball is really, really good. Now, he didn't have a great game against us the first time. He was in some foul trouble and he struggled. But yet and still they were able to get the win. Daniel, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but I know he came off the bench and had 5 threes. And as you've watched him from that point on, what's clear is that he can play the game, he can shoot the ball. And when we played them, he hadn't hardly played at all. So this is a team that is experienced. This is a team that has won a lot of games. A lot of guys, a lot of kids on this team have won games. This is a program that for the 15 now? For the 15th year in a row has won 20 games, which is an unbelievable statistic. Hats off, kudos to Keith and what he's done with this program and his ability to be continual in their pursuit of excellence. So you've got to go there. You've got to play well up until Kent State beat them, what was really interesting is that we were the last team that had beaten them at home, and so they had about a 31 game win streak, somewhere in that nature in conference play. So they'll be ready to play. We've got to be ready to play.
And then you close the regular season national TV broadcast now on CBS Sports Network against Ohio, who you just played on last Tuesday. With such a short turnaround between matches, should we expect more of the same between the two?
I think they're similar in in ways that they play in that. If you look at Ohio, they have the ability to really, really shoot the basketball also. Now, obviously, Jason Carter played an unbelievable game against us, the first one, but Ohio's going to look to shoot the basketball. They're going to be simple in what they do. It's not complicated, but boy, do they execute. And then they've got that kid, that Jerron Simmons, that can really, really play the game and really, really directs them and gets them in the right stuff. He's a terrific player, and I saw him when he was at Alder in high school. We recruited him along with Jason Carter. Both those kids are really, really good players. But Jerron Simmons is the kid that stirs the drink there. He gets them going. He gets them in the right places. He makes terrific decisions. And then, of course, Dardis is playing very well. And Kaminsky obviously can knock down shots and block, and all those kids. And I think what you have to give credit to is they lost Antonio, and then for what they've been able to do and to be resilient. And get through that and make adjustments and yet still be successful speaks a lot to their kids and their group and their coaches.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you.